Hello again, me again. Day 3 of Children's Week is, this isn't the proper cover, this is the cover I've got. It's called The Wizard's Key by Mitch Reinhardt, and it's book 1 of the Dark Wolf saga. Book 2 is out very soon. The reason I'm hovering here is because I want to show you, I'm wondering if it'll all go on one page. What I love about this, and what I wish more books would do, is there's a map, and you need a map when you're doing these fantasy books, when they're places you don't know. Frankly, I need a map when they're places I do know, because it's just really helpful when people are travelling around. So this is a young adult book. It's 3 teenagers set in America, and they have an adventure. They find a distant world, or an alternate reality. We're not quite sure where they go, and they have adventures and they meet people, and it's just lovely. It's great fun. I really enjoyed it. I read it, and then I read it with my 9-year-old son, who really enjoyed it as well. And it was lovely to find a book that was appropriate for him and that was interesting. It was a bit different. I'm looking forward to the second book, to finding out more. It's, if you like Hobbit and Lord of the Rings and that type of fantasy, then you're going to love this, because there's all of that going on. There's darkness coming, there's battles between sort of evil beings and good beings, and then these 3 young people turn out to be something. There's a prophecy, and all that, all the stuff you would expect. But it's done beautifully. It's really well written. It's really intriguing and exciting. Excellent pace. It moves and it moves and it moves. It's quite a long book for young people, but I think it's well worth reading, and I think they would thoroughly enjoy it. It's very there's lots of imagery, so you're constantly thinking about the landscape and the various creatures that they meet. You're trying in your head to sort of figure out what they look like, and so it's really good for that type of reading. You have to really use your imagination. I liked all the characters. In some ways they're sort of stereotypical. There's the jock and the geek, and the girl who cares for animals, but they're not actually. They don't conform to all the stereotypes, and that balancing act is quite nicely done between all the characters. There's a few potentially romantic moments, but luckily they're not they're not real, if you know what I mean. So my 9-year-old boy was not put off. There was no kissing or anything like that. But it's sort of teeny in that sense, and I think a teenager would enjoy it. There's enough angst, there's enough teenage angst there to make them happy as well. As an adult, I really enjoyed it. I like that kind of thing, so it did suit me. But it's just a really well written book, and you can't not enjoy a really well written book, I think. The next book is out soon. And the whole saga is planned. There's an interview with Mitch on the website, but he's already got the books named, so he knows where he's going with this. I'm not entirely sure I know where it's all going, and I quite like that. So I'm guessing that they're going to have more adventures, but it's going to be really good to find out. I'm really looking forward to finding out, and I think you'll enjoy it too. So give it a go.